So my next tree, and potentially my last tree for my time here with Koji, is this nice chunky Japanese black pine. So really stoked to get to work on a piece of material like this. A huge amount of options, a lot of pliable branches. There's been no decision on a front yet. So there's basically it's a nice blank canvas. So really looking forward to this one. Proposed the plan to Koji for the design of this tree. Basically he was happy with everything I said, so we're going to go ahead with it. Basically we've got a nice big gin we can create on this side. From this angle we've got nice movement and direction. Basically we're going to try and pull some of these pads into this area here, so to give the tree some nice movement to the left. I'm just in the process of putting some raffia on some of the branches. There's a couple of really heavy bends that we want to do to get into the design. So I'll just show you some of those now. So we've just started on one of those here, coming down this length of the branch. We'll have more raffia running along here with the idea that that apex will get tipped over. This branch will get pulled down into this position here. And then we've got this whole back branch, which is going to have to be pulled right down and actually try and finish off somewhere down here to give us that direction. It's a nice chunky branch, but we'll raffia it up, put some heavy gauge wire on it, and see how we go. Up about as far as we're going to get today. We've done some really big bends through here, and we're basically able to get our first branch down in here laid out. There are a few areas of concern. One is this branch here might be a bit too long, so there's a possibility that that will go and we'll bring some branches from around the back into the front. You can see we've definitely been able to really get some good angle down on this drop branch, which was originally up in this position here. This branch, which is sort of leading up to the apex, I'm going to drop that right back and fold that over so that we can compress and get the height of our apex down somewhere around here. So we'll see how far we get tomorrow and see what we can come up with. just finished up all the wiring and styling on the pine. Koji is yet to give me any pointers or any adjustments, but I thought I'd show you what it got to basically under the vision that I had in mind originally. So there was a lot of compression through the branches, really tried to pull everything down nice and tight. Really happy with how everything turned out on this one. We've still got some carving to do up on this gin up here. But yeah, it turned out really well, and what an unbelievable privilege to get to work on a tree like this. Koji told me it's at least 50 to 60 years old, and it's been in this pot for over 10 to 15 years. So a long time in cultivation, first ever styling, and yeah, like I said, truly an honour to get to work on such a beautiful piece of material, and to be given the trust to basically try and come up with my design and follow it all the way through. Alright, so here's the finished product. We adjusted these gins a little bit, took off the bark, just made them a little bit more interesting, as well as this 10 gin, this gin coming up out of the top here. Kept it relatively natural, so then it can age over time. Koji has made some adjustments. He was pretty well happy with the entire tree, but just opened up this apex a little bit, as it was just a little bit crowded with how I had it. So yeah, overall, really happy with how this thing turned out. And I look forward to seeing this tree develop into the future.